Broncos at Chargers. Chargers minus 2.5 is the line. Game total 45.5. The splits on this one. I gotta scroll. Splits here: 69% of the bets in the spread coming on the Chargers, 83% of the bets in total coming to the under, 83, and 90% of the bets on the money line coming on the Chargers. Okay, so Bo Nix looked really rough last week, and Justin Herbert continues to impress the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Um, I don't, this is it's kind of a sleepy spot for for the Broncos to go to. It's a Los Angeles crowd. It's not going to be, it's going to be kind of dead. Um, that being said, I just think, top to bottom, I think the Chargers have the better roster. I think they have the better quarterback. So I'm gonna lay the 2.5 here. I don't feel great about it. My only my thought here is that you might get, like an early turnover from Bo Nix, and you'll get that Chargers running game going, and they'll just they'll just bleed the clock, and kind of beat up on the Broncos a little bit. They're a really physical team, so I'm going to lay the 2.5 here. I can't wait to get eyes on this game, but I came in wanting to take the Broncos in the money line. I just couldn't get there, so I'm going to lay the 2.5 for the Chargers. What say you?
I'm also on the Chargers minus 2.5. Yeah, this Broncos team has really underperformed while the Justin Herbert has looked fantastic these past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If I had to do it all over again, I'd probably pick the Chargers to win the division. But I mean, it's only week 2.
You think Justin Herbert could win MVP?
It's possible if he keeps playing like this. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
possible.
I
Yeah.
could see it too. I could see a definite case for that.
Uh,
Again, he's talk about a guy who's like, first off, I never liked him all that much in college. I didn't, he didn't show as much as I thought he would, as much as you would have thought he would have, with Oregon. And then he got drafted super high, and I thought it was an overdraft. I was kind of sideways on it, and he's done nothing but like look the part of a professional quarterback, and he's gotten better every year. So
yeah.
I I kind of like him. You could talk me into a Justin Herbert MVP run. Why not?
Yeah, it's a little early, but the early results are good.
Yeah, he's got he's got a good group of targets to throw to. As long as they stay healthy, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah. But it seems like a bit of a sophomore slump for Bo Nix right now. He
Yeah,
still seems challenged in some ways.
I think there might be a hidden injury because he didn't run for the entire first half of that game last week.
Mhm.
He managed a few carries in the second half, but he's not running or moving around nearly as effectively as he was in year one.
Yeah,
So we could have a Brian Thomas situation where there's a hidden injury.
yeah. Worth knowing, Khalil Mack was placed on IR with an elbow, so the Chargers pass rush does take a bit of a hit there. Um, but I still like the Chargers here.